Hi, I'm Gary Jackson, and I care deeply about this country and the troops, and I also just want to say never forget 9/11. It was a terrible tragedy. Gotta play both sides of it. So, with that all said, I have a new product I'd like to advertise for you today. I think this is going to change your life for the better, and you should get on it right away.
There it is.
Yep. Sausage shorts. Raw sausage shorts. And if you'll notice, the one that's right where your penis goes looks the most like a penis compared to all the others. It's even got some weird thing going on at what is clearly the head. Well, you see where I mean to be pointing? You know what I'm talking about. That one part that's clearly like the head of the penis?
Yeah.
Imagine you're wearing cool shorts like that. What are girls gonna be thinking? One, I guess this must be a child because he's wearing shorts. But two, they're gonna be thinking, wow, the way those sausages look, it's kind of like he has big penis. So that could be you. And I think it's gonna change your life for the better. So hurry today, go and get yourself a pair of penis shorts, and then maybe put some leg parts on them so that you can actually get girls and be a grown-up.
And we got a sponsor.
Bob and Barn Barlin's Bargain Limb Bin. So if you ever need just an arm, or maybe a foot, maybe you just need a shoulder blade, go to Bob and Barlin's Bargain Limb Bin. Go right now and I did so good the first time. Ugh. What, something go wrong?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you know, sausage is phallic, and penis is phallic as well. In fact, phallic means look like a penis. So, you actually definitely want to get this thing as soon as you can.
Hey guys, it's me, Ralph Johnson. Now, you probably know me from my TV appearances, my philanthropic endeavors, or from being Maxim Magazine's #1 hot guy in 2020. Well, the pandemic was an interesting year for all of us, but I'm back, and I'm stronger and I'm smarter than ever, and that's why I only endorse the best products that are out there right now. And when I say the best products, you know I'm talking about, whoa, what's going on? Holy shit, thank you everybody. But you're gonna wanna save that money because what you're really gonna wanna spend it on is right over here. Yeah, it's a little movie I like to call the Peanut Butt. Is that what it's called? The peanut butt? The peanut butter solution?
The peanut butter something. It's too small to read.
Oh, we're gonna call it the peanut butter solution. Listen, folks, the title is not important. What's important is that this thing right here is a hair-raising comedy for the whole family. Now, you got this broad. She's got this crazy hair, right? And you're thinking, what's the deal with this crazy hair? There must be something going on there. And you'd be right. There's a little guy in there. Now, I don't want to spoil the movie because you're going to want to watch it. There's a lot of life lessons that you can be taking from this. But let me just say this. You got the crazy chick. She's got the weird hair with the tiny guy in it. And what you might not even have noticed because that was so insane, hello, there's this guy, he's over here, and I don't want to spoil it because I'll just tell you right now, this guy, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, and the dog. There's a dog up there too, and that's part of why it's hair raising. So, folks, you're going to want to go down to your nearest Blockbuster or whatever. You're going to want to pick up a copy of the Peanut Butter Solution because once you get this movie, you're not gonna need any other movies, okay? Forget Avengers, forget the Fast and Furious, forget all of them. Air Bud, forget about it. What you're gonna want is the Peanut Butter Solution.
Hey, it's me, your dad's boyfriend, Neville. He recently came out, and I'm his new boyfriend. I've been sleeping with him for 5 years. And not only am I your dad's new boyfriend, but I'm also here to plug an exciting new product. Boy, when you see this thing, you're gonna want to buy this thing so fast. You're gonna want to buy this thing once you see it. And boy, man, you cannot wait for you. I can tell you already, you cannot. When this thing shows up, you're gonna want to buy this, yeah. For a mere 3 easy payments of $49.99 will make you sad. Do you feel like you should have deeper feelings about your dad coming out and revealing he's been cheating on your mom for 5 years with me, Neville? But you're somehow like, I guess if he's happy, it's kind of fine. The infidelity part's a problem, but clearly he had some underlying thing, and now it's probably gonna be better off for it. But so you're almost just like, I should be more sad about this? Well, our new thing can do just that. Have you ever seen the movie Clockwork Orange? We're gonna do that to you. We're gonna hold you down, force your eyes open, and show you a bunch of horrible stuff so that you have a lifelong crippling depression that can be quelled for moments, but never fully gotten rid of. So that's right, for 3 easy payments of $49.99, if you want to have a stronger reaction to the news that your dad came out and has a new boyfriend, me, then we're going to Clockwork Orange you until you're forever depressed, long term, really fucked up and sad about it. I'm going to be at dinner for probably a long time. And your mom's also going to be there. She's trying to get used to this as well. And I think in the long term, we're all going to be friends. I want to picture a vacation. I want you to picture a vacation with you, me, your dad, and your mom. And we've all come to terms with this, and we're all happy and doing great. Try to picture that, because it's a goal of mine that the 4 of us do go on a vacation together.
Hi, I'm Clark Minkin, and I love products. Now, products are great not just because you can buy them, you can also use them and give them to people. Now, a product that you use for yourself, that's nice. But a product that you can give to somebody as a gift, that is the true spice of life. Yes, I love to have a product and have it in my own home, and I'll use it every day. But when I can take a product and bring it over to somebody and say, I picked this out for you. I went to the store and I picked this out for you. The smile that comes over their eyes when they say, wow, that is a nice product. That guy Clark, he must be a real good friend because he got me one of these very nice things. Yep. And when you show up at their door with rock that is electric, well, let me just say, you're gonna have a new friend. Yes, bring this over to your boss, bring it to your coworker, bring it to your mistress, bring it to your cousin. Doesn't matter who you're bringing it to. When you bring rock that has electric in it, you're gonna be the life of the party. You're gonna wanna take that rock and set it on the counter and then watch as the magic happens. Because that rock actually have little bit of lightning bolts in it. And when you plug the plug of the rock into your toaster, into your iPhone, into your tablet, into your flat screen TV, all of a sudden, watch out! Because now you got electricity all just coming from the little rock. And you might be thinking, the rock? The rock have electricity in it? How does that work? Well, shut the fuck up, you stupid idiot! It's magic! Or at least that's what it's gonna feel like when you use the rock with a little bit of electricity in it.
It's Everything Now! An interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control. Featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices. Submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the f?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Hello and good evening. I'm Donald Barbosa, filling in for Walter Brandflake. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Get well soon, Walter, and if you'll all bear with me, excuse me, I have a little bit of a cough, sore throat, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. I'm going to try to power through. All right, we have a lot of exciting news stories tonight, and let's get right into our first. Our top story, this is sweeping the nation. Everyone's talking about this. And it's me here, Donald Barbosa, reporting on this as an exclusive. We got it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. When life gives you demons, make demonade. This is the new CDC recommendation. When you have demons in your home, haunting, scary figures that watch you while you sleep, appear in doorways from the corner of your eye, and whisper things to you that make you think someone else is in the room, only to realize no one's actually in the room. Just make that a positive. Try to work with them. Try to have a little fun with them. Maybe they're good guys. You ever think about that? Maybe they're hanging out to tell you something cool. The CDC voted 13-1 today to say, just chill out with them a little bit. Just get to know them. Leave something out for them. If you're watching TV, be like, this good for you? And that was controversial, but I personally endorse it as I hear voices quite often. All right, let's get to our next story. This one kind of slipped under the cracks today. And I think this one's actually worth a little more attention. So we're gonna try to get into this one as best we can. They're all memes, huh? Did you know this iguana stole your toast when you weren't looking and now he's running away with it? Yes. This message is for Jeremy Coleman in Indiana. This one's just for you, Jeremy. Everyone else just wait for this story to end. Jeremy, security footage has shown that while you were at a diner eating a big lumberjack breakfast, an iguana came and stole your toast and ran away with it. So Jeremy, if you're wondering where that went, that's what happened. So it's okay. It's not your fault. Everything's cool. Everyone else, you guys are all good. This one was just for Jeremy. But now let's get to something that's a little more broad, something that's for everyone. This comes from the world of technology. It's an exciting new update, and I think we're all going to be very pleased to hear this new development. Yes. Yep, we all know what the... Okay, and that is... Who is that?
It's Nicki Minaj.
Yep. They put Nicki Minaj in the water, and nothing happened to her. It was an incredible... Yeah. It was incredible. They thought, when we put her in all this stinky swamp water, something's going to happen. Nope. She just was still Nicki Minaj. Sometimes science is incredible. And I'm glad, personally, that we gave the scientists who ran this study $7 million in federal grant money. I think it paid off quite well. Put Nicki Minaj in stinky swamp water, doesn't matter. She's still going to do all those songs. She's fine. But enough about technology. Let's turn to something on the lighter side, some more kid-centric news. You can bring your kids into the room for this one. This is an exciting news story, and I think you're all going to be pretty pleased to hear it, especially you youngins at home. Thank you, Abby Sally. Yeah. Remember Harambe and how he died and everyone was sad? Thank you, I fight for them. This is Gary. He's cool. They're trying to do another one, but he doesn't die this time. So kids, you all love Gary. He wears a little hat. He's drinking what looks like Bailey's Irish cream in that cup. You all love him. Forget about that old guy. It's Gary now. And Gary is going to stay alive for a long time. Don't worry about what he's going to be fine. So if your kids are saying R.I.P. Harambe and then doing weird little dances at the supermarket and doing milk challenge and stuff and yelling his name, now they got Gary. And Gary's the new guy. So go to your supermarket, slap one of the minimum wage employees stocking stuff while filming it and say, "This is for Gary." That's what the new thing is. All right, let's get another story in. I am getting news that Gary has died. And we love Gary, and we're gonna be mourning him for a long time. My understanding is he did die because he was, maybe this wasn't the best idea, he was already extremely old when we started this campaign. Died of natural causes. But we salute him. All right, let's do a couple more stories. This story, you know, not all, as Walter likes to say, not all news is just about America. There's also news about other places as well. This is one of those other places and one of the news that's about it. So let's take a look. Yep. A cat went into a rampage at a birthday party, 19 injured and 2 dead. And that was in somewhere in Europe, so don't worry about anything else happening in any other part of the world.
Did you narrow it down?
This was in just Western Europe. So it's
There's still a lot of places.
Okay, this was in Belgium. In Belgium, a big kitty went on a rampage and hurt some people, so that is actually going to be our #1 priority right now. Don't worry.
Chocolate there.
That's right. That's right. And where that cocoa comes from doesn't matter. So you're going to be caring a lot about this. If anything else is happening anywhere else in the world, don't worry about it. This station is now personally fundraising to get this cat a second birthday party. So please, call in today, give your donations. We have to get this cat a second birthday party. If there's any other news happening anywhere else in the world, it's fine. It's probably not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Belgian cat went crazy. We got to get him second birthday party. It's tough to report on stuff like that sometimes. It gets to you.
The chocolate?
No, the kitty.
I'm thinking about chocolate.
You want chocolate?
Yeah, because of the Belgium.
All right, Postmates something. Can
How
you
do I
get?
do that?
You go to Postmates app
How do I?
and just if there's like a Rite Aid nearby, you can just get something. And I would love it.
I have an Android.
Okay, probably on your computer. I would just love if you're ordering from a Rite Aid or something. I'd love like the most interesting Kit Kat they have. If they have regular Kit Kat, that's fine.
Is white chocolate interesting to you?
It's better than regular, but I would love if they had like kind of like those green tea ones or those matcha ones. But whatever works.
They make matcha Kit Kat now?
I think. I've never had it, but that'd be cool.
So they're just placating the patriarchy nowadays, huh?
The matcha is patriarchal?
Why not a femme Kit Kat?
Is matcha a mask?
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard you say macho.
Hey, you're the grip, right?
Yeah. I'm
All right,
tired.
so please don't talk to me during the news.
Okay.
All right. Folks, we have one more story to get to here tonight, and it's a doozy. But back to some American news, the one that matters. We're going to get into the big stuff here. You all know there's an election coming up next year, and interesting timing for this to come out a mere 14 months before that election. Wonder why that is. But this just came out just today. Is that ooh?
Yeah, kind of.
That emoji, is that supposed to be like the ooh?
I'd answer you, but I'm the grip. I'm not allowed to talk.
All right, I'm giving you permission to talk and explain what that is.
Yes, it's uwu. It's cute face. It's kitten face. I'm a little cutie Dickens face.
Yes, Donald Trump released this statement today saying he's been diagnosed with cutie face and it's terminal. He's trying to elicit sympathy, obviously. Remember when Jair Bolsonaro used to go to the hospital every 3 weeks just so people would like him again? I think Trump's kind of up to a similar idea here. And of course, given that everyone who's into anime stuff and internet culture in general is for some reason also like an insane right-wing, insane person, I think this is actually going to work very well for him. Joe Biden responded to this by saying that he's a, let me get the full quote here. Hey man, we're all Kinji in our own way. We're all like doing the thing, and our dad's the big robot man. And in a way, it's sort of like we're all trying to do Naruto.
It's a shame he's going to be in jail.
It's a shame Joe Biden's going to jail, yeah. All right, folks, thank you so much. All these news stories were submitted by you, the viewers at home. You put it in our Discord. So if you haven't yet, join the Everything Now Show Discord. We pinned that thing?
I just tried and it said unable to pin. I don't know.
Oh well. But join the Discord anyway. Maybe someone will get on that at some point. Jake said he'll do it. Awesome. Now, enough about the boring old daily news. Let's get into what really matters. Big dollar signs and money. We're gonna go to our stocks expert to tell you about how to turn your money into even more money. So, thank you for joining me, Donald Barbosa, signing off, and good luck making some cash, brother.
Hello, it's me, Onan Doberman. It's great to have you tune in. It's the Money Zone. We're going to be talking about stocks. Put me in a stockade. Put me in a medieval stockade because I'm here to aid you with some stocks, okay? Numbers, money. It's a great time for the financial markets. We're hearing that confidence in money has never been higher. No one's been more sure of money being good and being able to buy things than right this instant. At the same time, we're also hearing confidence is at an all-time low in the stock market. We've heard that people are going to kind of fucking off themselves if their money doesn't go up. And so here we go. We're gonna try to help you out and figure out exactly which stocks you can do to not kill yourself. You won't have to kill yourself if we do the right stocks. It's a lot of pressure that I put on myself, but I don't care because you're important. You're important to me. You matter to me. I matter to me sometimes. Other times I feel like I can be kind of down on myself. Here are some stocks. Here's some stocks. We're gonna take a look at some stocks, okay? We need to take a look at some stocks. Yes, stocks, baby. That's exactly right. We got Purdue Karma, okay? Straight from I don't know if it's the Dalai Lama or the Buddha. Who can say? It could be both. I couldn't tell you, and I'm not gonna risk telling you. But Purdue Karma is his new incredible company. Now the stock's price is so low, it's at $0, exactly $0.00. So you're gonna want to buy this stock. It's dirt cheap, even if they just sell one Purdue, which is what they sell. They sell Purdue's. Don't ask me what the fuck that is. If they sell one Purdue, that stock's gonna go up. You're gonna be buying it at the floor of the thing. Amazon, the river. Now, we've heard some troubling developments over the last 5, 6, 7 years. Jair Bolsonaro, he's a bad guy, but now they got the new guy in there, and he's gonna make the prices go up because he's not doing the thing where he tears everything down in there. He doesn't have the fires and everything. No fires. I haven't heard a single. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. There's no fires in the Amazon anymore, right?
Wrong.
Ah, okay. Well, too bad. That's maybe it'll be better later. But
No.
the river.
Getting worse.
But the river is not on fire yet. What if the river caught on fire? That'd be crazy. The stocks would go down. It's happened?
It's happened before.
Goodness me. Little Jessica's lemonade stand. Now, little Jessica, she's kind of a tart. You can't say that on TV. Doesn't matter to me. She'll give people looks as they're driving by, and it's like, who do you think you are? You think that's going to move any product? Forget Jessica. I don't care how high the price is right now. I don't care how low the price gets. Don't buy from Jessica, okay? Okay, and have you seen what they've done with the lawn recently? They did that thing where they removed all the grass and just put a bunch of rocks there. Ridiculous. You think you live in some pristine little house, some sort of modern house with all kinds of modern amenities? You look ridiculous, Jessica. Embarrassing. Your lemonade tastes like shit. Fortnite. No relation. That's right. It's no relation to Fortnite. This is actually the concept of a fortnight, which is, I think, a little over a week. If I'm not mistaken. 8 days? How long is a fortnight? Anyway, no relation. Right now, $40.07. That's a steal. Fortnights have been around for a very long time. The concept of time, of temporal slippage, that's been around for a very long time. Okay, and we're not gonna get rid of it anytime soon. People are afraid of reading a fucking book. You people won't even read fucking books. Do you think you're gonna get rid of time and clocks? And the idea of, I need to be at the fucking the watch store by 7 because I don't have any fucking watch. Embarrassing. Ridiculous. Anyway, bye. $39.03. The stock's going down. Best time to buy is when the stock is cheap. Okay, think about that. Fortnite, no relation. Fortnite. Whew. I heard that Goku can shoot a gun in that. In the other one, the one that is relation. The relation Fortnite, Goku can shoot a gun and has lightsaber also. Pretty fun, pretty interesting stuff. He does the
lightsaber?
Yeah, and he does Kamala. He does the Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris?
He does the Kamala Harris. You remember in the show? And in the game also he has ATV. He rides around on ATV, lightsaber, and Indiana Jones bullwhip. It's very exciting. I wish we had stocks for that. Stocks! Women! We're gonna wanna buy women. Okay, historically speaking, it's the oldest game in the book, okay? Historically, whenever there's a stock market dip, whenever financial institutions are going bad, there are two industries that always do well. It's entertainment and fucking. And I guess buying women, goes back a long time. It's one of the oldest professions. And certainly you want to buy them. They're very expensive right now. Am I right, fellas?
I'll say yes to that.
Am I right, fellas? They're a little pricey, okay? $68.80 a share. So maybe hold off until the price dips. I'm hearing that they're probably not going to have a president anytime soon, okay? The next election cycle, they're probably not going to have a woman president. So you can expect the stock to dip a little bit come 2024. That's fine. Sorry. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, okay? What the hell? That's a stock to think about. What the hell? Price is dirt cheap, $10.50. What the hell? The exclamatory phrase, what the hell? That's only going to go up. The world's a confusing place, okay? Have you noticed that recently? You go out on the street and there's signs telling you when to walk and when not to walk when you're crossing the street. I'm sorry. I didn't get the memo. What the hell? See, I just used it. Price is going down, but don't let that fool you. Buy now. $8.70, that's a steal. PlayStation. Ah, yes. The fellas in Japan feel really bad about the stuff that they did in I think it was the 18th century with the Jesuit priests where they would go in and force them to become apostates. They felt really bad about that, and so now they've made PlayStation for Jesuit, members of a Jesuit congregation, okay? And you can buy it. It has only a certain type of game, which is Kingdom Hearts, and they've changed Goofy to be Jesus H. Christ. So it's you, Sora, Donald Duck, and Goofy, and in this case, Goofy, again, Jesus H. Christ, the Son of God. It's all of you going around and you meet Jack Skellington, and you meet the Pinocchio, and you meet all kinds of people. It's a really fun time. And again, it does teach you about it basically goes over the New Testament. You visit the little Hercules world, and then you go to Rome, You know, you go to wherever that happened. And then, of course, slap nuts. $10.70 for slap nuts. It's been going down over the last few years because, you know, I don't know if you heard about this. High schools are making it very hard to play the cup game, okay? You'll be there with your boys in the locker room. Thank you, Tywin. You'll be there with your boys in the locker room and you go, you pop them. You know, have you ever done that? Now, they've got the guidance counselors waiting in there, lurking, prepared to strike if you and your boys have even a little bit of heteronormative fun in the locker room. So slap nuts, the price is cheap, but you know, these things are all cyclical. Eventually, kids are gonna become unwoke, schools are gonna become unwoke, and you'll be able to slap nuts with your boys in the locker room to your heart's content, to your balls' content. Ha ha ha! Oh, that happened to me once and I had a case of testicular torsion. They had to remove my testicle. I have one testicle.
Just hold on that. Just keep holding on that.
Women! Buy women, kind of, but again, they're pricey. Wait till 2024 when the price dips, okay? Let's see, I'm sure we have some more stocks to talk about as possible, but I just want to take a moment. Do we have a sponsor? I feel like someone subscribed. Do we have?
We're going to do a commercial after.
Beautiful.
After this.
Oh, good. Excellent. So I do want to take the time to just let everybody know out there, money is tight. We recognize that. So we've developed an application that allows you to take your child's what would be this basically. You know how when you go to a high school nowadays, they give the poor kids lunch. You can go with permission from the federal government, take the money that would be spent to make your kid a disgusting grilled cheese sandwich, one of the free ones, and you can take that money that would have been for your kid's lunch and invest it into the stock market, where you can turn that fetid, awful, OFFAL, grilled cheese, and flip it and invest it in some primo real estate, okay? Don't waste your money on your goddamn kid, okay? Get smart. like the television program. Get smart. Mel Brooks, did he do that? That's why. Wow, he dipped his finger in fucking everything, didn't he, that guy? Anyway. Is that Slurm? Slurm! It's the thing, I think, from Futurama. The price is low right now because the Hulu reboot was garbage, is what I'm hearing. Even if people haven't seen it yet, even if I'm wrong and it hasn't been released, I think we all know it's gonna suck. Adult animation has never been worse. I think we can all agree, okay? It's never been worse. It's never been more just, why even bother? $21.40, that's extremely expensive for Slurm. If you see the price get cut in half eventually, buy it now because Hot Topic, they still have Hot Topics. They still have Futurama merch that they're selling. So eventually Slurm might start to see a bump later when people forget how bad the Hulu reboot was. Anyway, Microsoft cock. Microsoft cock. Get it? You have a small penis, and it's not engorged, okay? It's not tumescent, okay? So you wouldn't want to buy that, even though the price is $51.90. If you got on the ground floor of, if you got your hand around some Microsoft cock stock back in the day, you're a rich man now. You're a rich man now. That thing really grew on you. You know? But nowadays, it's just too expensive. I can't justify it. I couldn't justify it if I tried, okay? Delicious holes. Microsoft cock, delicious holes. Now, these are two competing companies. And I'm not talking about delicious donut holes, by the way. That's not what I'm talking about. $16.10 to buy, you know? You know what I'm talking about? This is a different version. This is actually a company that's competing with women. Does that make sense? The company earlier, women writ large.
All-time low.
And they're at an all-time low. Go figure. Why do we have to make women fight? Why do we have to make women compete against each other, huh? Why can't we just let two girl bosses slay at the same time? Only enough room for one girl boss? Ridiculous. Billy Bob Thornton University Press, okay? This publishes monographs from professors who study things as diverse as the way that a lot of like specialty pita brands are just kind of mid. You know, you have to go to an actual pita place. You have to go to a good place with pita bread that they make on site if you want good pita. You can't buy it at a grocery store no matter how hard you try. It just can't be done. A specialty market, sure. That's a kind of monograph. That's a kind of journal article that gets published all the time by Billy Bob Thornton Press. So maybe consider buying that. It's $23.50, which is a little steep in my estimation, but I don't know. I've doubted Billy Bob Thornton before. I said there's no way he'd have sex with Angelina Jolie, and he proved me wrong. And they wore each other's blood around their necks. You remember hearing about this? Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie on the red carpet, they wore vials of each other's blood around. You remember that? Yes, it's very true. It's very true. It's really incredible stuff. And the big bust of him that they have in the middle of campus, he's got the little vial of blood around his neck. He said you can't get rid of that even if you try. You gotta have it on the statue for it to be proper and good. Anyway, that I think wraps up my time.
Sponsor.
Let's take a look at that sponsor, huh? Who is it? This program, this television show, The Money Zone, is brought to you by Dr. Crinklecut's at-home circumcision kit, okay? Now, everybody will tell you, just do it at home. Everybody will tell you, improvise. Everybody will tell you to take one of those little paring knives that you use to get the rind off a lemon and just do it with that. No. You want to do the real deal. You want to have a tested at-home product that has been tested on animals, on criminals. Okay, we've gone to prisons and tested this, okay? They've consented, probably because we promised to pay them. It was about $1 that they were gonna get paid for this work, but I think they were ultimately very grateful for the opportunity. I mean, $1 gets you a lot in prison. You know, my friend Bernie Madoff told me about that. He's like, you can buy toilet smokes. You know what these are? These are smokes that are hidden in the bowl of the toilet. You know what I mean? The top part of the toilet?
They're moving dollars.
I agree. Single individual dollars? Get real. I want at least 2. I want at least 3. And that's the Stokes.
We're gonna go to commercials?
Yes, we're gonna go to commercials.
Hi everybody, I'm Huey Jewish, a Jewish Huey Lewis impersonator, and I have some exciting new products that I think you're gonna be really into. You ever just drank a freaking bottle of water? Boy, that hits sometimes. Boy, sometimes, hot day or you haven't had it in a long time, drink a bottle of water, it goes down and you can kind of like feel it going through your whole body. Ooh, sign me up. Ooh, sign me up. And this one is so cheap. You can get like 40 of these for like 10 bucks. Less. What a deal. Not enough people talking about this. Water, you can just get it. And it's so good. Oh man, you ever just had frickin' water? It's so good. Sometimes you just need a little bit of frickin' water. That's it. There's nothing else to get into. Just get some frickin' water in you. That's it.
You know, dads like you and me, when we're kicking it here in this public park, I feel like sometimes we can take a moment just to recognize how hard it is to raise these kiddos. You know, I see your little Johnny over there, and I think he's a strapping young lad. He's capable of anything. He could be a football player or a CEO. My kid, similarly, I think is capable of anything. But damn it, if I don't think that raising kids is the hardest thing in the world. But this product changed my life. This product changed how I raise my boy. It's a gold mask on a black statue, and it's exactly the kind of thing that I show him right before sleep. He's there in bed, and he's an easy sleeper. So I don't really have to do this. He's an easy sleeper. But he'll be there, he'll be asleep in bed, conked out, and I'll kind of rustle him awake, and I say, hey, you sleeping good? You know, a real artist, which you could be a president or a real artist. A real artist is haunted. I give him a look like this. A real artist is haunted by life and by the visions that populate his mind, his feral, disgusting mind. And I show him a picture of this right here. They haven't shipped it to me yet. I ordered it about 6 months ago, and it hasn't arrived yet, the actual statue itself. So I have to just show him the picture. But I show him the picture, and he looks real scared. Looks real scared. And we still have a baby monitor in his room, by the way. I don't know if you do that. Do you do that? We have a baby monitor in his room. He's like 13. He's like 13 years old, but we have a baby monitor in his room, and I'll peep in occasionally, and I'll see him staring up at the ceiling, and I think, this guy's gonna write some fucking kick-ass poetry. Oh my God. Or he'll, negotiate a peace with Korea or something, with North Korea. North Korea. We're cool with South Korea, I think. Anyway, here's a statue that you should maybe buy for your kid.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Bernie Babies. It's so nice to be with you here today, talking about one of the greatest new products sweeping the nation. Everyone's trying to get this. And don't you want to be part of that? Don't you want to be part of everyone? I think you do. And once you see this product, you're going to be like, damn, how do I get in on that? I need in on some of that action right away. It was loaded. It was ready to go. You just had to hit the button.
Well, so you get to pick your image now? You get to kind of prepare your bit?
That's how, don't tell anyone, but that's how Jake and I have been doing it all week.
Okay, here's the image you prepared.
Yeah, this was the image. Everyone wants these because, do you remember Heelys? Those were pretty cool, but also you got bullied a lot for it. Everyone was like, that's lame. Heelys suck. But this, it's like way more DIY and grunge and indie. So when people see you and they're like, are you wearing stupid, wheel shoes? You're like, no, I actually got some rain boots and stapled the bottom of a desk chair to it. And they're gonna be like, whoa, that's actually badass. And then you go, yeah, and you still get to do your little rollerblading fun thing. You still get to go heel to class, but instead of heel, it's the whole dang foot. Isn't that freaking awesome? And that's why this product, which retails for one easy payment of $1,452, can be yours. You just have to get on our exclusive wait list, give us your email, go to a location. That location will have more information for you. You go home with that, put that into the website. That website gives you another location. That location is where you will see the shoes, but you will not yet get them. After you see the shoes, you can really make a good decision about it. So you go home, then you'll get a call from a mysterious voice. That will be somewhere between 3 and 4 weeks later. They will tell you about an airplane. Get on that airplane. Once you get on that airplane, someone on that airplane will have a secret you need to figure out. So you go investigate everyone on the plane. You ask them, you know something for me? One of them will. Whatever that person says, that's your clue, and I'll leave it at that.
Hi there, my name's Brisket Plumtree. Ever since my husband done got ate by that garbage disposal, I've been struggling with my mental health. I've been talking with my friends, I've been talking with my pastor, and it's not helping me get any kind of closure. It's just ate him up so quick. None of that helped, but this product did. This one product turned my mental wavelength from like an EKG of a dying man to an EKG of like a young, virile 18-year-old football player. Just like my husband was when I met him. I'm getting sad again. But here's the product that really did change my life. It's Muppet Screams with Kermit. I was raised with the Muppets. You were raised with the Muppets. I was also raised on, I don't know if you ever saw this one. I was raised on, there was like it's a Berenstain Bears books.
Yep.
Now they're saying it's a different kind of bear. Or like the bear's pronunciation is different. Or it's been different. But that's not what the product's about. I was raised on Kermit, and I thought to myself, as the God-fearing woman, I'd like to believe that Kermit has known fear. I like to believe that Kermit has looked into fate and seen staring back at him, unblinking, the end of his life, the sort of the arc of his life, what he's been able to accomplish, but also what he's failed to do. His relationship with Miss Piggy is toxic. And I'd like to think that if he were to see something really profound and soul-stirring, it'd be the kind of thing that would shake Kermit to his core and make him find God. And I just think that that's the sort of thing that when I hear Kermit scream in the bag, I think, there's Kermit finding God. There's Kermit, he's seen Jesus Christ, and he walks next to him. There are 4 footprints in the beach. And then there were 2. And the 4 footprints, 2 of them were little web Muppet feet, and it was Kermit. And then the other 2 feet were Jesus Christ's feet, and Jesus said, gotta go. I can't remember exactly how that parable went. And it's not even a parable. It's like the sort of thing that hangs in a bathroom at a Cracker Barrel. Like a Cracker Barrel that's totally eschewed the corporate rules that are applied to it, where you can't put religious symbology in there. You got to be kind of just sort of like, we're good now. It's not like Scary Cracker Barrel where you're afraid to bring your friends of color in. No. This is a Cracker Barrel where you, okay. I heard a what from the studio. Is it not the case that like you want to go to Cracker Barrel and hang out, but like your friend from the nail salon, Charisse, you're kind of like, I would feel so guilty bringing Charisse into the Cracker Barrel. Like, she might feel uncomfortable. That's not how it is anymore, because they don't want you. Anyway, I'm just...
Well, hello there. I'm just a simple country medieval knight. I'm like any of y'all. I put my jousting sleeve on one sleeve at a time, which is just the one sleeve. I go to the round table. I eat mutton just like you, and I ain't so different. And that's why a simple country medieval knight like myself has a great new product that I think, we all gonna get on board for this one. We're all gonna say, wow, look at that. Look at that them there. When I tell the boys back at the round table about this one, they're gonna plumb lose their minds. That's right, it's a bitch bag. Are you a mean woman? Are you a woman that's very short to become
Are you a woman scorned?
Are you a woman scorned, as my compatriot here is saying? Another knight I'm about to go into battle with? Are you a mean woman? Do you get real angry very quick and snap at people? Do you often complain to waiters that the air in the room is not as temperate as you want it to be? Don't you want a little bag that's gonna tell everyone, I'm a bit of a bitch? Well, we got that right here. Finally, a bag that tells everyone straight up, you ain't gonna like me. I'm tough to be around. I complain a lot. I put everyone else's, my problems, that's your problems now. I don't care if I met you for the first time at this Cracker Barrel. So buy this product today. It's a bag that tells everyone you a total bitch.
Hey, it's me, Vocal Bob. And it's me, Vocal Bob. I've got a secret for you. I've committed every crime. It's true. You may not believe it. I may look like an upstanding gentleman to you, but I don't know if you noticed this, the trench coat and the backwards
Every crime?
hat. Every crime.
Even the really bad ones?
Even the really bad ones. And I thought for a second that I would, and we don't need to get specific about it.
I've already made a mental list.
Okay. Imagine those crimes weren't crimes that I committed. Just
You want me to imagine those things being legal?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
And I went to, I tried to find a kind of a pseudo salvation anywhere I could find it, with drugs, with women, with, established heterodoxy, and I just figured none of that's gonna do it for me. But this product did. This product made me feel at peace with myself for the first time. I haven't committed a crime since. It's WD-40 you can drink it.
Energy drink.
Yeah. You ever feel creaky in the spirit? You ever feel like you're just going about your life, your day-to-day life, and your soul feels like you drink WD-40 and you're right as rain, okay? You're sluiced up, your gears are turning with no friction. No friction in your heart or soul. WD-40, and it's cheap too. Here's the thing. The feds, which again, I'm not gonna commit a crime. I'm not against the federal government. I believe in every law now. Now I believe in every law. The WD-40 can that looks like this, where you can just drink it easy and you don't have to squirt it in your mouth like a Cheese Whiz, with the little tiny little nozzle that looks almost like, it's funny. You can get it like this with this kind of can, or you can get it with the actual spray nozzle, and it just kind of reminds you like the little tiny straw that they sometimes have at bars. Like, remember when you were a kid and you'd be like taken to a bar in the middle of the day, and they gave you like a Shirley Temple, and they didn't have big straws. They'd give you a bunch of little tiny red ones, and you'd use.
In the middle of the day?
I committed every crime. You don't think my parents were alcoholics and fucked up? Give me a break. But you get through.
Hey, listen, it's me, the former mayor. I don't have much time left. I gotta talk to you about something. I've done a lot of wrong shit in my day. I haven't broken every law. There's some I did not cross certain thresholds, but I did a lot of shit in my day that wasn't good. All right? Now my ticket's been called, and before I go out, I want to do one good thing. I poisoned the water supply. I cheated on my wife several times. I planned the assassination of John F. Kennedy. But I can do one thing right today, right here. And that's tell you about this product. Oh no. Blood. Yeah, it's a cat cookie thing. Look at its butthole. You ever wanted to make a cookie that looks like a cat and you see its whole butthole? Whole hole? I'm gonna give you that for 4 easy payments of $9.99. And if you call today, we'll throw in one that looks like a dog with its penis out too. So don't wait. Time is so precious. I'm learning that right now. Get the cat with its butthole on the cookie. And I'm so sorry to everyone, particularly my wife, but also the Kennedy family. So get the... This diverticulitis is looking really bad for me. If I could leave you with one thing, I just want to say this.
Oh my god, the line for this fucking movie is so fucking long. I'm bored out of my goddamn mind. I can't even just look at movie trivia like I normally do. It's not doing it for me, Slime. So I gotta do what I gotta do, and that's use this product, man. You heard of this product? Psh, you gotta check it out if you haven't. It's the kind of thing that'll keep you occupied in line, it'll keep you occupied at DMV, and it's the kind of thing that if you and your boys are just hanging around, kicking around, and it's not enough to watch every episode of One Piece or whatever, you can do this toy, this device, and it's gonna keep you and your boys occupied in perpetuity. It's gonna keep your boys occupied for a long time. Banana. But this is a different kind of banana. This is a banana that's being held just out of frame by somebody to make it look like it's floating. It's not really floating. But you can show this picture to your boys, to your friends, and it's the kind of thing that they're gonna be completely entranced, okay? They're gonna be inveigled by this thing. They're gonna look at this thing and they're gonna think to themselves, I've never seen anything so beautiful in my goddamn life. Do you have one that's got Apple? And you can say, no, I don't. I've got Flappy Bird on my phone still. It's not the real Flappy Bird. It's not the one that got deleted. It's a carbon copy of the Flappy Bird. If I had a phone that still had Flappy Bird on it, I'd be freaking out. I wouldn't need Floating Banana. I'd still have the original OG Flappy Bird. You know, I think you can sell phones that still have Flappy Bird installed on it for a lot of money.
Cell phone.
Cell phone.
Is that anything?
With cell phone? Oh, that's funny, John. Oh, shit.
Thanks, boss.
Oh my God, I can't believe we're getting ready to go watch Bottoms. Oh man, I heard it's mid, but if you're in the LA comedy scene, you have to pretend that it was really good because you're, you know,
Do they fucking?
cloud chasing. Do they fucking it? Are you kidding? The movie's name's Bottoms. I don't think they show the fucking.
Is there butt stuff in it?
Is there butt stuff in Bottoms? It's called Bottoms. I feel like you might see. I can't imagine, you know, the one that was in The Bear, what's her name? She almost certainly is not going to show her ass in a movie right now. She's got too much heat. You know what I mean? Got a lot of heat in the industry right now. Anyway, I'm talking about the banana. Ugh. It's got potassium and it floats. What more do you fucking want? You're telling me that you couldn't burn 40 minutes contemplating the idea of a floating, basically God's container. Have you ever thought about this? Bananas are contained themselves. What a thoughtful thing. He could have just hung on the tree, just a naked banana, no big deal. He thought about you. Talking about the inventor of the banana. The guy who, what's his name? He made all the railroads in Latin America. Killed a lot. Yes, Johnny Banana. No, it was a different guy. I just pretended it was Johnny Banana.
Hey everybody, my name's Charlie Applesauce. I'm the
I'm sorry! I forgot to clear the set.
My name's Charlie Applesauce. How's it going, everybody?
Move that out of the way too. We got a shotgun mic.
How's it going, everybody? I'm the temporary newsboy today. If they say if I do the weather good enough, they're gonna get me. I'm gonna get a paid job here. So I hope I do a good job talking about the weather, because if I do, they're gonna give me money for the first time in my life. Let's get into it. We've got a lot of things happening in the sky, and so we want to take a look. As you can see, there's a 100% chance that this is water. We're confirming with 100% certainty that right here. Oh, and now I'm getting more news that we're actually only about half sure that this is actually water. It might just be different colored land. So stay tuned as we try to figure out. We're getting less and less certain that this is water. It might just be different colored land. So help us out. Help us out. Someone says they're clicking at the Elysian Theater. Oh, they're clicking on the Elysian Theater. Okay. And now up here, if you'll notice, we're in one of them Catalan countries. Here there's just a 10% chance of any weather happening at all. I would say you got a 92% now chance that it will just be a vacant space. There will be no wind, there will be no temperature, there will be no feeling. You will just be existing in a vacuous state. 7% chance that it's like, it's sun and snow and stuff, but there's a keep an eye on this, because this place might just be a place where nothing's happening and everything just feels like nothing. So keep an eye on that. Now over here we have a small little system forming in the show me states of Wisconsin and Michigan. So this is we're looking at the 7% chance here. That's of any of their sports teams winning this year. So a little bit of the weather does actually determine that. If certain air feels good, that's how you can know. Oh, okay. How am I doing?
You're doing good.
Oh, okay.
You're looking a little stiff.
Okay.
That did not help.
Okay.
You're looking stiffer somehow.
So now over here we've got a 100% chance looking at the southeast here. We got looking at this. There's 100%. Oh, now it's actually changing. But we're looking at a situation here wherein it's actually going to rain. Sometimes I'm just telling you about the rain. Sometimes weird stuff's happening. Other times I'm just like, it might actually rain over here. So look out. We have some rain systems over here. Over here, 13%, 10% chance whole ground gets swallowed up. So look out for that. Arizona, it might be going under. The whole thing might be going swallowed up, disappears into the ground. Where it goes, nobody knows, but it's just gonna go disappear. So keep an eye out for that. Over here, in the sort of New England area, we're looking at potential for it becoming England again. We're looking at that. We're seeing that they might be scooping that up. A small chance, don't worry about it too much. Brexit really did a number on them, but there is a chance that it's actually going to be becoming England again. So keep an eye out for that. It will just become regular old England again, and they'll just be called the England Patriots. So you definitely want to look at that. I've had enough. I think that's enough for America. Let's go ahead and take a look at the America of the overseas, Europe. Let's take a look at over there what's going on in Europe. So yeah, this is kind of like America. It's all these smaller little things, and the people are white. So that's kind of like it's sort of like America. So let's take a look. Whoa, we got this crazy system moving here. But this is mostly over, it looks like the Black Sea over here, Macedonia, Greece, Bulgaria. We got some systems going on here. This country, I don't know what this is. Must be an unimportant country. I don't know what that is. But take a look out here, because it's getting really hot, and they think it might get so hot that the world might be like, holy freaking crap. Is this how it just is all the time now? So take a look at that, because if it gets too hot, they're going to be like, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? It's getting so dang hot all the time. All right, but then over here in Germany, we got a small, just again, this is a small remote chance, don't worry about it, but there's a chance that it's gonna start, actually the weather's gonna start going up. You know what I mean?
No.
So instead of it coming down, it's gonna go up.
Okay.
And it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's just gonna be disorienting.
How disorienting? Should I be scared?
Generally as a newsman, it's my duty to tell you should be scared about everything, but it's just gonna be going up.
Oh.
So over here we got Belarus and Russia border here. Snow. And then up here, oh, I can't really do it, but up here, the Scandinavian countries, keep an eye out for that 18%. Because there's a chance what's going to happen is what's called a reverse earthquake, where they actually all fuse into one big country. We're tracking a potential Pangea situation, wherein they all actually, the tectonic plates actually all merge, and they all fuse into one big mega country. So keep an eye out for that. If they do, they'll probably be a little stronger, better GDP. We're definitely going to want to take a look at that. let's take a look at what else is going on in the America of across the pond. Let's take a look here.
They're clicking it off there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, tomorrow, not a lot's gonna be happening. Chill day in Europe. A rare chill day in Europe. Look at this. Nothing to report on here. Everything's going fine, don't worry about it. Chill day in Europe. Everything's going good. It's gonna be fine over here. Weather's gonna be fine. There's gonna be a little moment. Oh, what's going on over here? In this weird country no one ever has heard of. What's this? Doesn't matter. Once you've reached this point of Europe, you don't have to care about it anymore. It stops being relevant. These guys are a little less white than these guys, so just don't worry about it. It's not important. All right, before I get out of here, let's take a look at the map of the world. Look at this whole freaking thing. This is where you are right now. Isn't that crazy? Let's take a look around and see what's the latest. Australia, still kicking. Don't count them out of the fight. They're still here. And they're having some weather systems of their own. Big Snake King. You know Rat King? Big Snake King off the coast of Australia is forming right now.
Jordan Peterson told me what that was.
Really? This is different. This is like big snake tornado basically, and it's going around and they're slowly turning into like a more sentient being, and then it's gonna be this giant 50-foot snake thing, and he's just gonna be stomping around. And we don't really know what he wants necessarily, but it's something to keep an eye out. Now, tracking our reverse earthquake situation up in the Scandinavias, it does seem to be going up a little bit. So we might want to take a closer look on that. We might be having a big fusion, the Dragon Ball Z fusion thing with all the Scandinavian countries could be happening. So we're going to want to be taking a look at that. In China, rain. And then, oh, it's back. Right over here. So this, again, we're getting a 9% certainty that this is water. And so we're following this developing story, but we're thinking that's water. It might just be blue land. So we're keeping an eye on that. We're trying to think about, is that blue land? Is that water? Maybe that's the sky? Because sky's blue. So we're definitely going to be wanting to keep an eye on that. And again, tracking up, checking in with Scandinavia, chances are getting bigger of doing the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance for the Scandinavian countries. So that's all I have to report on today. If you want to click on Armenia, folks, it's this one right here. But don't worry about it. That's all the time we have today. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope I get money soon. That would be really cool for me. And speaking of money, go ahead and freaking subscribe so that we can do a new pitch meeting about a new show. Last time I think we did a show where, what was it again? There was a show where Sting fucked Jennifer Coolidge. That's pretty damn cool. So make sure you're subscribing so we can do a freaking cool ass show. And now we're gonna take you over to the movies, because what is movies but the weather of our souls, right?
What?
It's like the weather of our souls. Hey everybody. It's so great to be here, standing at the top of my church. Look at back there's the church. Now we all know who I am, and so there's no need to even say it, because we all know who I am. I'm the one. We all know what that means. I'm gonna just kind of squat down a little bit. I want to talk to you one-on-one. But before we get into today's service, I want you to know something. God's running out of money. The rent is due, and God might get evicted. That is a horrible prospect. Because what is God gonna do if he doesn't have money? And I'm realizing my shirt is backwards. What is God gonna do if he doesn't have money? Well, luckily, he's my best friend, and we talk all the time. If you send me some money, I'll make sure God gets it. It's gonna cover his rent, his groceries, car payments, gas. Little night for himself every now and then. How come we don't have that? How come God doesn't have a little night off every now and then? He deserves it. He works damn hard. Let him just go to a movie sometime even. You think God doesn't deserve to just go to a movie sometime? I think he does. So, if you send me some money, I'll make sure it gets to him. And I'm gonna tell him who sent it to me. And he's gonna be like, no way. Warm winter? That's my boy. And you'll be in God's good graces and his divine light. So send some money, do it right now even. Hell, send it right now. I'll bring it over to God.
Pastor,
What?
I don't know.
All right.
They're like so aggressive.
Do you like my boots?
They look
They're rhinestone.
so flashy.
Thank you.
Those will never fit through the eye of a needle.
Yeah, totally. I know what that means. So, send me that money and I'll bring it to God. And maybe I'll go out with him sometime, take him out on the town. Might go to a Korean barbecue with him. Thank you, your turn, my turn. I might take God to a KBBQ. Get some soju.
Just make sure you eat everything or they'll charge you.
I know, don't worry about me. Don't worry about God either. God's got a tummy on him. I'll tell you that much. So don't worry about that. But I think I'm gonna take him to a KBBQ. We'll get some pork belly. Thank you so much. You promise you're gonna give it right to Jeebus? I'm gonna give it to God himself. I'm gonna skip the middleman. We're gonna hang out. Maybe we'll do karaoke after. Might do some karaoke after. There's some great spots.
Yo, what song are you gonna do a duet with God?
I'm probably gonna do Why Me Lord. And God, knowing him, he's probably gonna do Groovy Situation by Mel and Tim. He's an animal, that guy.
Hi everybody, hello, it's me, Lights Camera Jackson. Once again, my co-host is unavailable. He is recovering from the injury sustained to his penis. It's a long, slow, uphill climb, and we're praying for him. What was his name again? I forgot too. Anyway.
He was here last time when you were gone.
Right. Oh, wait, so he popped in?
Yeah.
I was going to a special summer camp.
What does that mean?
I was going to a very special summer camp for very important boys.
Oh, cool.
Did you notice my facial hair? I've grown a little bit of facial hair. And once again, I do feel it's incumbent upon me to remind everyone at home that I did have sex for the first time 2 months ago. So anyway, it takes one, and it's Lights, Camera, Jackson. This is a new movie coming out. We're going to take a look at a clip here in just a moment. This is a new movie being released. It's after the big summer blockbusters. These are the kind of quieter films. In fact, not only is it a quiet film, it's a very quiet film. I had trouble hearing this one. It's the new film by Jordan Peele, and this is a clip.
Hey, before we do that, we got a product placement.
Ah, we have products that we place.
Oh.
Where should I place it? Oh, am I getting a call from the studio?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're going to take a look at the new Jordan Peele one. Hello?
Hey, Lights Camera?
Yes?
Hey.
You can just call me Jackson.
Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
You can just call me Jackson, not Mr.
There's a woman here.
Uh-huh.
She says you owe her money.
You didn't tell her what my name was, right?
I said, are you looking for Lights Camera?
Right, but you didn't give her my legal name.
I thought your legal name was Lights Camera hyphenate, and then last name Jackson.
Well, I changed it to that, but I think that really she won't be able to extort me unless she has not only my full name but my address. You didn't give her my address, did you?
No, but I guess she knows where you work, so that's
okay. That's
something.
a problem. Anyway, just tell her that I thought I already paid the John. Her friend's name is John. Her friend's name is John. I paid a guy whose name happens to be John, and he was supposed to take care of everything after that. I don't understand. We don't need to. Can you send her? Can you call security?
I mean, I am security. You want me to just hit her?
Yeah, but don't kill her. She was kind of nice.
All right,
She was really sweet.
I'll just kind of shove at her.
Okay. Problem solved. This program is brought to you by Head Pills. These are pills that are good for your noggin. Oftentimes I find that I get down in the dumps, and so I take a couple of head pills, which are okay for me to take. Your doctor and my doctor don't need to know about head pills. Your doctor, my doctor, your friend's doctor, the person that you're slipping the pills to, the head pills to, they don't need to know. Doctors don't need to know. Nobody needs to know about this one. This you can buy at a CVS. It's in the aisles, and you take it, and it does fun stuff with your head. That's what's on the pill description, is fun stuff with your head is what this pill does. And it's something to keep in mind when you're looking to spend some time. Anyway, here's the new film with Jordan Peele, with Jordan Peele in the movie also, and it's a clip now from that movie. Here it is.
Go this way, Anna. Keep rolling this way. Same line, please stay with me. Same cut.
What did I say? Well, excuse me for still believing in Jim's crispy fried chicken, slow walks in the park, and little babies. Does anyone know how to disable the computer system?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I can help too.
It's a very controversial film.
Thank
very
God
controversial.
It's you, Mr. Drake. I got a lost communication. Goddamn.
Notice the stylistic choice to retain all of the information of when the film was recorded. This is a choice that was made by Jordan. It's a very metatextual film. I don't know what that means, but I'm reading the cue card. It reads that I'm supposed to say the word metatextual. I don't know if that's... Isn't it metrosexual? Isn't that the term? I can't recall. Anyway, we should cut back to me. Yeah, so what's very controversial about this film is it's the new horror film. I got to be careful. Every time I want to say the word horror, I feel like I'm almost going to say horror, and that would be bad because it's on TV and I can't say that. Anyway, this is a new horror film from, and I said it the wrong way, and I'm sorry. I gotta own it. It's the new horror film by Jordan Peele. And what's very controversial is that he's chosen to do the CGI kind of motion capture with Anna Nicole Smith, like with a real actor, and then they took the fate, and they asked permission from the estate, and they said no, and they said, we don't care.
Based.
They could have gotten an actor who looked a lot like Anna Nicole Smith, but I guess they were all busy. Every blonde woman in Hollywood was kind of busy, and so they thought, well, we'll just get a woman with brunette hair and then add this digital face to the actor's body. And so that's what they did, and I thought, I was scared about it. You know, when in the Grand Moff Tarkin, in the one in the Star Wars in Rogue One, where they do on the spaceship, and he's an old man in the original movie, and you see him again, and you go, they got a guy, they dug him up, and he's a zombie. That was really scary to me then, and this was scary to me now, no matter how pretty Anna Nicole Smith is, and she's really pretty. She's really pretty. I wish she were my mommy also, but that doesn't matter because it was scary to see her up on the screen. And also, I think the movie was trying to talk about race. And I don't know anything about that. I've never been to school. I learned on YouTube. I watched video essays on YouTube. I watched the video essay on YouTube. That's how I learned about movies. Anyway, here's the next movie. This is a movie that you can take the family to see. It's kind of like The Black Cauldron, like that old Disney movie, The Black Cauldron, where it's for kids, but it's also kind of scary. So you take your kids to this movie at your own discretion, okay? This clip, I think, can give you an idea of how scary the film can be.
Okay? How you doing, Instagram? It's Big Time Tommy. You know how I get down on a Friday? The only way I know how. The old school way. Hanging out with my buddy, jamming old school freestyle. Ain't nothing better than the old school. OS for life. Take it easy.
That man's cigar was so big. Did anyone else see how big that cigar was? Look, I'll level with you. Big kids probably won't get scared by this, but little kids who see that big cigar and think, that man must be so strong. That man must be so strong and would be able to knock me clean dead with a single punch. That man, if he strode up to me, all confidence, and decked me as a little boy, I would be dead as a doornail. And that's what you're thinking. You see Big Time Tommy, you see his Italian swagger, and you think to yourself, he's capable of anything. He's from the OS, which means old school, by the way, if you were paying attention to the clip, to the fucking clip, excuse my language, I'm sorry. Anyway, the man in a DJ booth also was dressed in a kind of with a Russian tracksuit, and if any kids are paying attention to the war, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, it's gonna scare them to think about nuclear conflict, seeing that man there with the he does an air horn as well, which makes you think about air raid drills. Have you thought about that? Didn't think about that, did you? Some kid goes to see that and thinks, I'm gonna get nuked and punched by the big bald man. This next film is another foreign film. This time it's a French one, and I know that we're not supposed to think this is cool, but I don't know if you know this. I've mentioned this on occasion. I've mentioned this. I may have lightly touched upon this in passing. I had sex 2 months ago, and so now French films are cool to me. They smoke cigarettes, they drive fast cars, and sometimes the woman's the smart one. And so this is another French movie. This is an example of this. This is the Gerard Depardieu joint, is what I'm told. And in French, the word for joint is different. Here's Gerard Depardieu. Here's a clip where he's in France. It takes place in France. There he is. There he is. Oh my gosh, look at him.
poop. Poopies, funny poopies, la 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 la. Funny poop, poop funny, wee, yeah.
Now this may sound like
poopy,
English that he's speaking,
poopy,
but it's pure
poopy,
French.
Funny, ha 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 ha. Poop 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 funny, yay.
The print that we have with the clip
poop poopy, yay. Poop make me happy happy.
doesn't
happy.
have subtitles. So when we come out of this clip, I'll explain what he's saying.
Pooping pants, no
saying.
diaper, that's funny.
He's talking, you can't see her off screen, but Gerard Depardieu in this clip is talking to Julie Delpy. Julie Delpy is just off screen, laughing too. When we went to download this clip earlier, this had been viewed 36 million times. This clip from the film, from Gambler's Fancy, which is the name of the film. In French, it's Gambler Français. And it's about Gerard Depardieu. There he is, his lips, very controversial. They gave him a collagen injection, and we don't want young people to think that that's something that they can just do, is get their lips, make it filler with filler. So maybe if you've got young kids with body dysmorphia or body image issues, don't take them to see Gerard Depardieu flirting with Julie Delpy, which is what that scene was about. In that scene, which again, it may have sounded like English, but that's only to the untrained ear. I'm a Francophile, which means that I love Francisco Franco. I also love France, but that's a non sequitur. What I mean to say is I know French, and what he said in reality was, I wish to make love to you. I wish to make sweet, passionate love to you. Ever since I left my last wife, my ball and chain, I felt a sort of creeping ennui, and I would like to jump your bones. I would like to dip my wick in your pretty little thing, and I just love you so gosh darn much. That was what he said in French. That was what the clip was for. It was a long zoom, a la the guy from South Korea. What's the guy's name from South Korea? Hong Sang-soo, where he does the slow pans, the slow pushing in. Mitch F. Anderson, if you're in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Hong Sang-soo, right? Where he pushes in. Right Now, Wrong Then.
Psy.
That's Tsai Ming-Long. He's Taiwanese. That's a different guy. Anyway.
No, it's Gangnam Style.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Who's done with this French stuff? I guess I am. I'll go smoke a cigarette later and think about French. But right now, this is a different movie. We're gonna look at another movie. This is an animated film, okay? Pixar's been hit and miss, mostly misses if I'm being honest. Bring back the toys story. And so this is another example of a Pixar film that I didn't like a great deal. It's called Desk.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Wolf Pit. Today we're going to make a quick and simple, moist and delicious meatloaf. So let's get started. I'm going to start by making our filler for our meatloaf. In a large mixing bowl, I'm going to combine an egg, Worcestershire sauce.
He broke that egg.
Yellow mustard, if you're feeling Mr. or Mrs.
I don't know. I guess he wasn't trying to not break the egg.
Ketchup, black pepper, onions, bell pepper, and garlic, and there'll be a link at the end of the video for the recipe and the amounts.
Okay.
Breadcrumbs. Then give this a good mix until everything's well combined.
Very cool.
And if you forgot to add salt, now's the time to add it. Add 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef and get everything well incorporated. Just do not overwork your meat. Otherwise,
this is the last film that Pete Docter made before he became a doctor for real.
Just like your mother-in-law's.
He said, I've been animated. I work in animation. Why don't I call myself Peter Animation, Pete Animation? And he said, I should be really make my name make sense. So he's like, I'll become doctor.
Ketchup, honey.
He was also very interested in cooking. This is Pixar cheats, by the way. I don't know if you know this. They reuse footage from older Pixar movies. This is a clip from Ratatouille. This would have been in Ratatouille, but they cut it out, and so they reused it here. Anyways, the movie is about the desk the movie is about the desk that the meatloaf is on, okay? You know, Pixar make movie about bug, Pixar makes movie about toys, Pixar makes movie about dinosaurs, Pixar makes movie about flying house, Pixar makes movie about a robot, Pixar makes movie about any number of movie, But this is a movie that is about the desk, the talking desk. The desks talk in this one. And they're always saying the pencils itch when they're on me, and when they put hot food on me, it burns. And that's kind of like a metaphor for going to work. That's kind of a metaphor for when you go to work. You ever think about when you're at work, when you're going to your minimum wage job, when you're doing your job toil, when you're toiling out there? I'm in the
toil?
Yeah, I'm getting into reggae. I might have I might want to do some the Rockefeller skank or whatever when I'm on the next show. Just something to think about if you're deciding whether or not to tune into the next one. I may become even more into reggae. Roz Cameron Jackson.
All right, let's do this last one.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the desk, if you ever think about it, like your life when you go to work and when you're driving to work and when you're driving back from work and when you're picking up your freaking kids from the school, it's very much like a desk. Maybe you'll treat desks nicer before you carve into them. This next movie is a one for the ladies. Now, they don't make movies for women anymore because they know they don't spend money. And if they're gonna spend money, they're not gonna spend it right. And they're not gonna spend it on movies, they're gonna spend it on important stuff. Because they're smarter than us. Okay, I learned that the hard way. I had my pockets picked when I had my little tryst, which again was not, I didn't buy it, I had sex, regular sex with a woman I met at a bar, but she picked my pockets. And now her friend named John is asking for money, and I won't give it to him. More money. That was a kind of a digression. What was I talking about?
The next movie?
The next movie. Oh yeah, this movie's for women. It's like a melodrama. Remember back in the day when they make big, colorful movies with Rock Hudson and Doris Day and all that? Well, now they're making it again. They're making a new one, and this time, Zendaya's in it. And there's also Ryan Stiles.
I'm gonna sit in the snow-covered bench. Holy smokes! Oh my God! Yes! 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 I'm wall-to-wall raccoons. You ready? Let's go. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy. You know, there's got to be 30 raccoons at least.
Wow.
I don't know where they all come
30 raccoons, guys. You hear that?
Oh my God. So cool. Yeah, they all love me.
They all love him. They all love him, and they're like, I like that they're just climbing up on him. But yeah, the big secret to a melodrama is you got to have Technicolor, big bright colors. So you'll notice he's wearing a big red jacket, and the bench is yellow, pure yellow. Almost looks like a damn boa constrictor. That bench, his arm. Look at that! It looks like a damn boa constrictor. That bench. He's sitting on a damn boa constrictor, and there's one raccoon that's just sitting right next to him, just eating away. Look at that guy. God, they're so big. They're so big. What's he feeding them? I'm so excited.
Yeah, they're all, I tell you, see, they're really, really super hungry because of the cold. And it's -6 here right now, Celsius. So it's below freezing. There we go.
Yeah, the director of the film, a guy named Lawrence Welk. Never heard of him before. Anyway, he said to himself, what appeals to women? So he talked to his daughter. And as it turns out, she'd been writing a lot of slash fiction of Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus, the video game, where he was fucking Bentley, the turtle. The Sly Cooper was having sex with the turtle in the wheelchair from the game. And he said to himself, well, if my daughter likes this, then I bet a lot of people like it also. A lot of women like it also. So, ipso facto, now there's raccoons in the movie for women. That's
so cool.
And for me, personally, that's herstory. Slay, go off. Slay the boots house down, queen. Slay the boots house down, queen. Get your raccoons in there. There is no scene where the raccoons have sex with the turtle, who does the tech, who's like the tech guy in the crew. And there's also no scene where they have sex with Big Purple Hippo from the game also. The Big Purple Hippo that's the getaway driver. And also in one of the games you can play as him and he does a belly flop.
Hey, it's me, Mario's depressed cousin. I'm going through a lot right now.
Is your name different or are you just Mario's cousin?
My name's Leonard Mario. His name's Mario Mario. My name's Leonard Mario. I've been sleeping 12 hours a night. I try to go to sleep early and then I wake up late and then it just perpetuates this cycle and I don't know how to get out of it. And I'm underemployed right now, so it's really tough. Anyway, this product's been helping me a lot in what I've been going through. It's dog food Oreo. Sometimes you don't think you deserve a delicious regular Oreo, but you do want a little snack or treat. Thank you, Warm Winter. And when that happens, I'm like, well, I want a cookie, but I also don't think I deserve good things. Well, great news. Dog food Oreo tastes terrible. It tastes so bad. It's like chicken and sugar and not in a good way. I don't know what a good way for that would even be. But this tastes so bad. Makes you feel like shit after. You eat 3 of these, you're gonna wanna throw up. So if you're stuck in a system where you keep wanting to kind of make your life worse, but you also have a regular human desire to enjoy yourself, boy, do we have a product you're gonna lose your dang mind for. It's helped me so much, I almost feel like I can finally hang out with my cousins. But I can't. Because I'm not active like they are. Luigi's so good at just putting himself out there. I can't do that.
Hi there, how's it going? Hi there, yeah, my name's Nose Jam Provost, and I ran the karate studio down at the outlet mall, and I normally am just sort of, I handle the intake and the outtake. I don't do any of the karate. I still like to dress up in the outfit. But as a small business owner, it can be very, very difficult to make sure that everything, the taxes are done, and that your employees aren't upset with you, and that they aren't trying to get more money from you, which I'm a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. I'll do the pizza party every now and then. But, look, small business owners, sometimes they need products to help them out, to make their lives just a little bit easier. And this product did that for me. This is an NFT that I bought with the money that okay, I know I said I'm a nice guy, and I think I am. But I took the Christmas bonuses for the people in the dojo, and I used it. I pulled it all together and bought an NFT of a monkey with gold teeth. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, wouldn't it have been a good thing to give it to your employees? And I just think they're not gonna buy an NFT with the money that I give them for Christmas. Kristen, who does she teaches green belt to brown belt. Okay, and I think that's the way that they go. I mostly focus on the vending machines, but Kristen, green belt to brown belt, that's what she teaches. She's not gonna buy an NFT. I told her I bought an NFT, not this one, a different one. And she looked at me and she said, that doesn't seem like a wise financial investment. And I said, okay, Kristen, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I respect your opinion. You're probably on that Twitter a lot, right? Right, Kristen? You're probably on that Twitter. Now it's called X. You're probably on that Twitter a lot, Kristen. You probably got some crazy little weird ideas in your head about all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to disprove you because I respect you, Kristen. But this NFT is going to change my freaking life. I could double the size of the dojo tomorrow. I could blow out the wall of Pizza Palace, which is a pita place / pizza restaurant just next door. There's never anybody in there. I could buy it on the cheap with the money that I make flipping this goddamn monkey. This little guy. Look at him. He looks like a mech. He looks like a little cyborg monkey. And with the goggles too? Come on, Kristen.
You know what it is. It's Milk Guy.
I want this shit forever, man, ever, man. Shutting shit down in the mall. There goes the one for me.
Wow.
But I don't understand it at all. I want this shit forever, man.
18-second video, and that's the full audio of the entire video. Anyway, I'm not hucking this trash, this garbage. I don't want anything to do with that.
Why'd you leave it up then?
I forgot. I'm trying my best. When I'm not just being the freaking milk guy, killing it, absolutely crushing it out here, every day of my life's a goddamn blessing, and I'm actually low-key slaying.
Bless up. Bless up.
I'm also using this thing, and this thing for real actually helps me, and that's no cap on that at all. This thing actually helps me so much. They put a freaking kitten in my brain. They put a cat in my head, man. There's a kitty in there. It died. But it suffocated, man. But it was crazy. It was awesome. They took out a lot of stuff they said I didn't need.
It was lit when it was in there, though.
It was lit when it was in there. They took out all this stuff. They were like, you don't need this. Don't worry about that. That's actually not helpful to you in any way. And I was like, okay. They're booing the head cat. Yo, if you had this, you would not be booing it. If you were like, there's a freaking sweetie little kitty cat in my brain right now, you would not be booing it. They took out all this stuff I didn't need. They said, don't worry about any of that. We're putting this little cat in. I felt it rumbling around in there for a long time, but then it freaking died, which sucked. I was trying to feed it by shoving like M&Ms up my nose and stuff, but I don't think it did anything. But I'll tell you what, the doctor who did it, I think he's great, and you should use him all the time. He turned me into freaking milk. He put a dang cat in my brain. He's always up to some wild shit, and I respect that about him. He's got something off. He kind of acts like the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs bird. That's the sort of demeanor he gives off. But he's a cool guy. I like him, and he's got some wild ideas. Turned me into milk, put cat in guy's brain, made one guy upside down. It was awesome. What's up? Good workout, buddy. Yeah, he made a guy upside down. All his ups parts were his down parts.
До свидания, I'm Flynn Hotel Children. I am a RN. And RN, I'd like to talk to you about product make job very easy on the job. When you are working on job in hospital where you are having to help the patients to come in, it can be very difficult because people are always asking you to do a lot of things. Very many things they ask you to do on the hospital floor. And this is one thing that I use when I have someone come to me and ask me to do, hey, Flynn, why don't you do this? I say, use this. It's pissing all by yourself, handsome. Bath mat. There are bedpans in all the room. Bedpans in all the room.
What? Bad pals?
Bedpans in all the room. You put under bedpan, they piss on it and collect it. It's Rouge the Bat is the name of the character on the mat. And sometimes we get people in who are kind of older men who have problem get cock hard. Their cock don't get hard all the time.
They're caught?
Their cock.
They're caught?
Their penis.
They're peanuts?
Their penis. Anyway, their penis don't get hard, but then they see little anime bat from the animes, and they say, "Ooh, ooh."
They say, and I ooh.
And I ooh. And I ooh. And so this is the kind of thing that you keep on hand, you toss it on the floor right before they're about to meet you right in the bowl, and then you're on your way to the next room. Where the next problem, I keep at least 40 of this thing on me at all time for the hospital. You keep this, I keep that, my little cousin from Reykjavik.
You're Icelandic?
I was raised in Russia. I moved to France to work. So there's a little bit of French in my accent also.
There's a lot of things.
And then in America, I learned how to speak English fluently. And now I don't have an accent, if you couldn't tell. But now I have a similet.
You have a similet?
I have a similet, and this is from the Sonic.
Where does the Iceland come into it?
My cousin from Reykjavik, he say.
So you're Icelandic?
No,
You have a cousin from Iceland?
He was born in Iceland, my mother born German.
What?
I'm also German, yes. Ach du Liebe, this guy.
I mean, we used to go to steak dinners and stuff, and it was cool because they didn't know who we were, but the restaurant knew who we were, you know? So you got treated with respect, but you weren't like, it's not like Brad Pitt walking into the damn building, you know? Actually, I used to like it a lot. Not these days. These days I'm cooking pork chops at home. Hey, hello, hi! Hello, everybody. I'm Camden Watershed, former Olympic diver. It's so nice to be with you here today, breaking tonight's top news stories. Don't worry, Creative Steve, it's coming. We've got a lot of exciting news to get to today, some big moments in sports, but before we do that, I must do this again. Join the freaking Discord, subscribe to the dang show, cheer, give us money, clout, give us money, clout, the rest. Do it, folks. Subscribe to the dang show, buy our merch. Alright, now that that's all out of the way, Burbank Airport, I'm too beautiful to use Discord. Hey, everyone in the Discords I traffic in are smoke shows. That's the Everything Now Discord, the Luke Man Discord, and the Uno Discord that I downloaded so that my phone, Uno, would give me 50 free coins. Thank you very much. Good workout, buddy. Alright, with that all said, we've got a breaking, exciting news story. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers died yesterday or whatever, and that's a big bummer, and everyone's talking about it. But you know what else everyone's talking about? This news story that we just can't get enough of here at this studio. Yeah. Apparently you can shoot a gun so dang fast. It blew our dang mind. No pun intended. It was crazy how fast that guy shot that gun. Now, he was at an archery contest and was immediately disqualified. But we were like, whoa, that thing shoots fast. That thing shoots so dang fast. Almost like a machine gun, but little gun. But he was disqualified from the archery tournament. However, he did kill everyone else in the archery tournament doing that demonstration. So the archery tournament was declared a draw. There will be no trophy given out this year. But enough with the fun news, let's get to something a little more serious. Now, we've been tracking this story for a little bit, and I think it's time we give an update to it. I know Connie was here when we last spoke about this, but Connie's out right now. Ever since I came into the office with shortness of breath and a cough and a sneeze and chest tightness, he got sick immediately after for some reason. So he's been down right now, but we're hoping he's back soon. Let's take a look at this developing story.
We're all here to have some fun, yeah? We're gonna pick one lucky player from the crowd. You want some? Not loud enough, mate. What about y'all over here? What's that? I hear a little peep like little tinkies. What about you? You're the only one not dancing and cheering. You seem like you got anything to say, huh? You're just sitting there, we're drinking your beer in the crowd, yeah? I've got news for you, mate. I'm choosing you. You little fucker, you. Come on out here, fuck. Come on down, everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. Alright, mate, you ready? Here it comes. Coming in hot, right? You ready? Oh.
Yes, we thought Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles was bad, but at last night's Vikings game, and if you've been following this story, there was a witch who went into the Vikings locker room, gave them a smoking cauldron in their Gatorade cooler. They all drank it and turned into big animal athletes. Well, they invited the witch back. She promised she would give them some good stuff this time, but she must have slipped some kind of medieval DMT into their drinks, because they all started having weird freak-out moments where they became each other and they were talking British but then were normal. It was wild. But we've been tracking this story, and it does seem that there's no rules in the NFL rulebook that says you can't have a spooky witch come into your locker room and give you a bunch of weird elixirs, as long as they're not human growth hormone or anything like that. You're in the clear. So we will be tracking this come down. We're going to be staying with them as they get back into their bodies and understand what's going on around them again. And we will see if this is a permanent change, or if next week when they kick off against the Patriots, they're just the normal Minnesota Vikings again. But enough about that serious story. Sports can also be really fun, and I think this story proves that to everyone. Look at how fun and cool this story is. Just stretching what a sports clip is here. Y'all remember the Beastie Boys? Those are their kids, and they're doing Olympic weightlifting now. They have a unique and unconventional style, those boys, but I think it's actually going to make a big difference in the hearts and souls of the American public. This time I think we can beat Kazakhstan and the other countries that are good at weightlifting for some reason. It's like all the stand countries and like Bosnia? Why are they all so good at weightlifting? I don't know. Why? Why is Turkmenistan like, you know what, we're just gonna make 600-pound guys that can lift things up, and we're not gonna worry about any other sport? Why do they do that? I don't understand. But we're rooting for you, sons of BC boys. Go make us proud. All right, we've got time for one more story. This story, you know, it kind of slipped away in the hubbub of everything that's been going on. But I think this is an important story, and I'd like to break this if I could. I'd like to really get into the nitty-gritty of this. So let's take a look.
No. No.
Is that? I just watched two people die. Yes!
They were okay!
A new exciting event, Get Eaten by Whale,
They were okay!
is sweeping the nation. Inspired by the book Pinocchio, this new sport involves you trying to get eaten by a whale best you can. This couple, who competed together, actually did such a good job, they were eaten by the whale, which is the objective of the game, but they actually pulled it off. Most people are like, not about this. They get up to it and they go, actually don't want to do this. But they got eaten by a whale, and don't worry folks, I know you're all thinking, did I just watch a video of somebody did Everything Now Show just show me a snuff film? Don't worry folks, they are currently living inside the whale's tummy. It's a beautiful scenic, you know when Bugs Bunny goes into the hole and he has like a whole living room and bed? Yeah, and he's like his slippers and stuff. They're living in the whale's tummy, it's like that, they got slippers. There's like a little dining room table with a lit candle in the middle, they're eating spaghetti together. Everything's gonna be fine. We did not just show you something that is very much TOS, so don't worry, that didn't happen. Everything's cool. You're all cool, I'm cool. Everyone here cool? Everyone here cool? Everyone here cool? Okay. Thank you so much for joining, folks. I've been Camden Watershed. I believe now we're going to take you over to the children's show. And then a great transition from watching a whale eat two people. Now you're going to learn...
Stop fucking dwelling on it!
Now you're going to... I am going to think about it for a long time.
Oh, is him gonna be so haunted? Is him gonna be so scared? Is he gonna have PTSD?
Why are you calling me him?
What a boy gonna have PTSD?
Why are you calling me him?
What? Oh, is what a boy him, Mr. Boy?
Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that? You're talking like a baby right now. I'm not talking like a baby. You're the one talking like a baby.
Thank you for the subscription.
Thank you, Anonymous.
It's ENS for seniors. Oftentimes when you watch this program on twitch.tv/EverythingNowShow, I'm sure a lot of you love it when one of the cast members mentions Tennyson and Herman Melville and Thomas Hardy and Soren Kierkegaard. And for you, this is the version of the show for you. You don't have to watch the normal show anymore and ruin it for everyone by being a fan of the work that Grant does on the show. Instead, you can be cordoned off. You can be sort of ghettoized and placed in this much...
Hey, talk about Baby Gronk right now.
Baby Gronk?
You gotta talk about that, or Family Guy.
Ah, yes, of course. He rizzed up Livy.
Talk about Stewie.
Stewie is the baby, and he... Mama, he sounds British. Family Guy Volume 3, we have that, but because it's for older people, we have it on Laserdisc. Get it? Family Guy Volume 3 on Laserdisc, you get it? This is a little inside baseball, this part of the bit. Anyway, if you like old antiquated shit, like if I were to say to you, Treemonisha, and you say anything other than, isn't that some kind of fucking Pokemon? You need help. You're sick in the head. You shouldn't know about ragtime, certainly not a ragtime opera written by Scott Joplin, okay? If you're like that, if you heard Treemonisha and you go, oh, what a terrific thing. You know, he won the Pulitzer for that post-mortem in 1977. Then, this is the version of the show for you. Tune in. We'll talk about all kinds of things, you know? I'm getting really into Vladimir Nabokov. We could talk about that. Anyway, Livy rizzed up Baby Gronk, and now Gronk is the new Riz King. Is that anything? We could talk about that also. But I could do it with the older... Oh, here's the monkey.
Talk about this guy.
Look at him. He's got a funny little hat. We have a hat like that. Look at this. Now we're matching.
Say that he's like based in monkey build or something.
This is for seniors. This is a program for seniors. I can't say that.
Now. We will not waver.
Okay.
Say that it's stupid and it's Harambe.
This
also cool.
This little monkey is hot to trot. He gave his he gave his sweet mama the grand go by, and now he's there with his little sunglasses on and his little pork pie hat, and he's a regular rapscallion, that one.
All right, well, we tried.
Hi there, kids. It's me, Peepaw. Now, you may have seen another fella named Peepaw the last couple shows.
He was just named Pa.
He was just named Pa. Well, I'm back. Turns out you can't hold someone on a 5150 for more than 72 hours legally here in the state of California. So I'm back here with you kids, and there's nothing to worry about. I'm so happy to be back here talking with you. I missed you too, Laser Lady. I missed you too, Burbank Airport. I missed you too, Abby Sally. Goodness me, it's so great to see you all here. Isn't it good to be back here with me, Abner?
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Now you sound down in the dumps, Abby. What's the matter? What's on your mind?
Are you gonna still be doing that thing?
Being your pal? Being your good best friend?
No, that other thing.
Let's see if the kids have any questions, huh? hey kids, is there anything that's on your mind? We can maybe dispel some fears that you have, some concerns over school. Me and Abner here, me and Ab, we might be able to help you out. Rarely Asleep says that he defecated in his pants. He took a little poopy in his pants. Now, depending on how old you are, kids at home, that's perfectly normal. It's nothing to be worried about and embarrassed about. As you get older, you'll be able to stop pooping in your pants. You'll be able to use a toilet. Now,
will you? Is that true? How come when you have those nights that doesn't work for you?
Well, if you're referring to my need to wear what they call adult diapers, depends diapers, that is a congenital issue that is very rare and has nothing to, you don't need to worry about that, kids at home. Sometimes people are just a little bit different. Isn't that right, Abner?
I guess so. Look, I really gotta know. Are you gonna keep doing the thing?
Abner? If we want to have a conversation, Abner, if we want to have a conversation that involves something other than helping the children, we can do that off camera, okay?
Alright, I just have to know. When you tape me to your mirror, and then you get fully naked and you tuck your penis between your legs and you go, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. I'd fuck me so hard. Are you gonna keep doing that?
Well, Abner, you're starting to conflate fantasy with reality, Abner, okay? I showed you Silence of the Lambs that one night, and I've regretted it ever since, because you just get it in your head that I think I'm Buffalo Bill.
I do remember you showing me that, and you said, this scene's really important. You said, this scene's really important.
Well, because you were going to look away, Abner. I could tell you were going to look at your cell phone. This is an important part of the plot.
Right, so then you tied me down, and you kept my eyes open with two little metal sticks. And then once Clockwork Orange ended, you started playing other really disturbing things. And I think Wagner was playing in the background.
Okay, so two best pals can't share the experience of watching a Serbian film together. Two good pals can't watch Solo, 100 Days of Sodom, or what's the name of the film? I can't even remember.
That's it. Yeah, you got it.
So two good best friends can't watch Solo. You're gonna judge me for trying to share something interesting? It's art, Abner. Okay, anyway, are there any other questions from the kids? Are there any other questions from the kids? My teacher says, this is from Veldrick, my teacher says, we are all going to die in a capitalistic wasteland. Now, that is not something that a teacher should ever tell a little kid, okay? Life has its ups and downs, but things have a way of working out. And your parents and your teachers at school care a lot about you and your safety and would never let anything bad happen to you. Now, Abner, isn't it the case that kids have nothing to worry about the future?
Huh, this is actually interesting. What would you say the role of capital plays in the way you behave? And why you're like that? Do you think it's because you feel strained under the system where you have to constantly keep producing things to show your worth? Or do you think you're just kind of fucked up?
Now watch your language on the television, Abner. I think I've told you once or twice.
Sorry, do you think you're just kind of fucked in the head?
Abner, I'm not some fancy book learning fella. I'm not here trying to quote, any of these people, Noam Chomsky or that fella with Parenti. I'm not here to quote Michael Parenti, okay?
You watch a lot of YouTube videos that are all sponsored by Black Rifle Coffee, and it's always like a guy with huge triceps sitting in his garage talking into the nicest microphone I've ever seen.
Well, people have to know how the other half live. I try to know as much as I can about everyday people, not just one side of the political spectrum, but both. But politics is not something that kids need to worry about, okay? At the end of the day, like I said, your parents and your teachers, they're not there to hurt you. They're people to be trusted, and they're going to do everything they can to make sure that you are safe, no matter what happens geopolitically. You don't need to worry about politics, Abner. Kids don't need to worry about politics, Abner. Come on, you Dickens.
Sorry. Am I gonna get in trouble now?
Oh, look at you with your tail between your legs. No, Abner, I wouldn't ever deign to hurt you. You're my best good friend. Are there any other questions now for the... Someone's saying that I'm a centrist. I never said anything like that at all. I'm just saying,
You can watch YouTube videos where people talk about, the fact that aliens built the pyramids, and that doesn't mean that you have to take a side or vote in a certain kind of way.
Sorry, I can step in. Yeah, pause right. Not everything needs to be political. We were just reading together, right? Remember Peepaw, when you were reading that book to me? You were reading all of Lolita to me, and you kept saying, "Don't focus on the prose. That's not what this is about. It's about the story."